Stilles Land, Gutes Land, or Quiet Land, Good People, in English. A very short film. Indeed, it was on Cinemax, and I had no idea it would be so short. I looked, it said Swiss, and I thought Swiss are serious people, so they make good things. This should be a good film, and I was wrong. It wasn't. I just I was just trying to be superfluous, jocular. But it is good. Even if it's very short, it manages to advance its main ideas. Serious Swiss film, watches, finances, good movies, apparently. They have had recently a referendum, I think, about 2 weeks ago, maybe 1 week ago, on Sunday. They voted against the covering of faces in public, not masks, but the burqas, hijab, whatever, which will strengthen the position of the film. The fact that they voted in majority to ban these things will show that many Swiss are conservative and are, some will interpret, against foreigners, against the Muslim threat, and so which is what the main character of this short film seems to be about. Sibyl. She's a headmistress, but she's not the headmaster from Clockwise. He's not funny, amusing as John Cleese, the John Cleese character in that superb comedy was. She only has the stiffness, the superiority, the dictatorial to some extent that John Cleese has, but character in Clockwise. I recommend, John Cleese, one of the best. And of course, Monty Python, the best comedy team ever. And quite a few argue that Monty Python's Life of Brian is the best comedy ever. For me, it's one of the top 5 anyway. Maybe the best, well, let's not stay there for now. So, headmistress, serious, either full of energy or trying hard to spend physical energy to compensate for the turmoil, the insecurity, the psychological issues she surely has. Early on, it's only 35 minutes long, so 25. I think I have to put it down, but anyway. So that will be the first couple of minutes or so. In the family, they talk about how foreigners have many more children and they will outnumber the Swiss, and they attack this, and the son is asked to create. Do you know how there's this ad which talks about how they I don't know if they use some of that in their language between them, not officially. They wouldn't put that, I guess, on the official party pages or campaign slogans. they fuck so much. They fuck much more than us. That's in the dialogue between them. They say that the children, teenage son. But the mother says, "Oh, put the link to, can you? Oh yes, and I will link it to the party site or something, or your site, because she's campaigning. She wants to be maybe the president of the local council or something, some prominent job locally, and from the far right, because they have probably those who initiated this real life campaign I mentioned 2 weeks ago with banning the burqa and whatever, which I sort of see the point. Let me say that. I mean, as the French do, religion, okay, you're free to exercise, to go, and even if as an atheist, I still tend to think this on quite a few levels, worshipping of like Scientology, Mormonism, some crazy thing, Christianity, Islam, all of them. Well, except maybe for Buddhism, and I've read something favorable about the Sikh religion in the World story of Victor Pelevin, something like the Sikh don't have a belief in God, which is somewhat amusing and more, I mean, something like that fellow out there likes to have some fun. That's more, I mean, if we take it lightly, it's more, don't worship any other god than me, because I will. Anyway, so worshipping in a church, in private, but coming out in public life, as the French have it. No, in schools, no crucifixes, no this difference between state and religion, public place. In the public place, you can't go naked and you can't go covered in all the paraphernalia. I think so anyway, there's a big moment of tension when the son is accused of abusing a girl, and a girl who is from a family of immigrants, insulting her, putting a branch from a tree between her legs, so that's very serious. And I was thinking the film will develop, but it just, after accusations, conflict, fight in the press and so on, and there's a lot going on in 30 minutes or so, it just ends. It made a point. I'm not saying, it's very interesting that in a short film we can say so much. It's not on a level with the short stories of Chekhov and other great short storytellers, but we can make a parallel and say that indeed in a short film you can, like in an excellent classic short story, you can say a lot.